One said I was crazy, one said I was stupid. I guess crazy's better than stupid, I suppose. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, welcome to the Commonwealth. Kevin, I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know I did. It was busy. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to deal with a couple things. This is my busiest time of year. I'm not coaching baseball this year, so I still have to go watch baseball games. I still get to go watch baseball games. Turner had his first baseball game ever this last weekend. And I'm sourcing, of course, because garage sale season is here. I'm trying to keep up with the listing. I'm teaching school. And all that's going on. So I've tried to reorganize my inventory system inside in order to be able to kind of pile it up to make a death pile, if you will. This is my buying season and selling season and all that. But this is where it starts. And then when I get out of school, it kind of gets that equilibrium where I'm still buying like crazy, but I'm also selling like crazy and listing like crazy. And so it's okay, and it kind of maintains that level. And then after a while, of course, the garage sale season ends and you just sell and not buy and all that stuff. But there is an interesting topic. I had somebody, two different people actually, said almost the exact same thing. They didn't use the same words. One said I was crazy, one said I was stupid. I guess crazy's better than stupid, I suppose. And it was about two different items that they saw me pick up at a garage sale. One was from an old video and one was from a very recent video. I'm going to let you decide if I'm crazy or if I'm stupid. Blue Ridge Mom would probably agree. Well, she'd agree with one of those. I'll let you figure out which one it is, I suppose. But I'm going to show you those two items. I'm going to let you decide. Is the time that I invest in it worth it? One of the people commented, they said, hey, you know, I can teach you how to source better so you're not wasting your time selling stupid items. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll learn from him. You just send me an email and give me your list of stuff. And then come to Central Virginia and find it. At any rate, I just thought it was kind of funny. I don't get offended by that stuff. You know, I've been a teacher and a coach long enough. I've been married before too, you know. So I'm kind of used to getting a little bit of criticism every now and again. But I'm going to let you decide. I'm going to show you those. But I'm going to show you, I think, 4 items first. And then I'm going to let you decide. Let's take a look. And here's an item I didn't really want to pick up, to be perfectly honest with you. There's 4 more over there. They're 8mm data cartridges. And I was doing a lot of buying down there from Rich, the auctioneer. And I ended up, he's like, hey, you know, what are these? And I'm like, I don't think they're really worth anything. I'm not even sure they'll sell, to be honest with you, no matter what price I put them out there. Well, they were in the store for a long time, but I put a really good price on them, $12.95 plus shipping on them, and they finally sold. So I'm not into them for very much. It was part of a bulk deal, let's say $1 or so. Another Camaro keychain, vintage Camaro keychain sold. I don't think this one's to a viewer. And it's $15.95, free shipping on this. We're into these, I think, what did we ever decide? 70 cents? Is that right? I think that's what we're into them for. Not very much. And it was from the Epic garage sale, something like that. Amazing, amazing day of garage sales over 2 different videos. So we're making good money. I think we're down to 19 left on the Camaros. It's a buy I made the other day. I don't know if you're like me, but a lot of people have different systems. I don't buy it and list it. I just don't, because 90%, 95% of my sourcing is done at garage sales, and I can't source for, 4 or 5 months a year at garage sales. So I'll take it, and I'll take a lot of the good stuff right off the top. I'll take a few items from different categories, and then I'll store the rest away in a system that I have inside. Well, I bought a whole bunch of hats, and I decided I was going to list some of them in a lot together. They were Dale Senior hats. This is 2 here. But this one was different. I thought it had better value on its own. And I'm like, I'm going to list this one now. The other ones, a couple of them needed clean, so I put them away. You'll see this in a sale. I was at a garage sale, an estate sale, sort of, run by the family. And I heard the guy, and I was buying a hat, and he's like, oh, I got a bunch of hats at my house. I'm like, let's go. And he's like, all right. So we went down to his house a little bit down the road, and he sold them to me. There was, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 hats sold to me for $20. I've sold 2 of the hats so far, made the $20 back. So everything after this one will be pure profit. $14 plus shipping on this Dale Earnhardt Wheaties hat. Now here's one you could call me crazy for doing right here. This turned out to not be, I'm still making money, not be one of the greatest buys in the world. I paid $1 for it, sold for 10. And so we'll make, I don't know, $4-ish, $4.50, something like that on it. It is pretty light. It might go out for 4 ounces, so Maybe we'll make 5 on it. It's a Dynaglow kerosene heater replacement wick with igniter. Right there. So there you go. The reason I bought those is because they were multi-quantity. I think there's a total of 4. And so at that point, I'm like, you know, 1 listing, 1 picture, 4 different shipments. Not too bad, I guess. All right, I lied. We're going to knock out 2 more really quick before I show you how crazy I am. All right, first one was down here. I saw this just the other day. The best of free. Reminds me of a book set I bought well, it was free. I didn't even buy it. And I'm like, I wonder if this sells. Brought it home, and I'm going to list it for 40 bucks. The best of free, not in the best of condition, but it is the best of free. Just under $8, I think, on this one, plus shipping, so not a huge profit. That's what this person should have criticized me for, is selling records like that. Records can be a little bit of a time consumer, and I shouldn't be selling anything. Probably my limit should be $8 and above, like bare minimum. But I usually creep under every once in a while. I should, maybe $10 might be a better place to shoot for, but I'm going to stick with 8 for now because I really kind of like them. Next one was in the Hoarder House, and I saw a case. I don't know where it's in. There you go. Part-time pickers right there. And Sony. I saw a case off in the distance, glimmering in the light, and it was a Sony Discman plastic case. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is there a Discman in that thing? That would be like the holy grail. But there wasn't. But there was a still intact in the plastic adapter in that case. I'm like, that should sell, and it did. $15 for that one. All right, here's one of the items, and they occasionally, you know, we have a lot of videos. So both channels, if you're new to this channel, we have the Commonwealth Picker channel. We've been posting on there for almost 2 years, and then on this channel for quite a while, but not like this. This showed transferred over like maybe 8 months ago to here, and that's just the picking channel. Well, people from time to time on that channel, this channel too, but more so on that channel, will subscribe, and then they're like, oh, I love this, I've been binge watching, and then they go back to the beginning of the playlists, the beginning of the videos, and they'll start watching them all in order. Or they'll go backwards, they'll watch them backwards. And I can tell because I get a comment, like 4 or 5 comments a day from the same person with like 20 minutes in between. So they're literally watching the videos one after another. Well, there's one of these particular people that was doing it and hating it. They're just criticizing everything the whole way, and I don't care about criticism. A few of the mods I could see, a few of the people have power to take some things off of my channel, you know, a little bit of the comments down there. And so sometimes I don't even see this, but I kept seeing these and nobody was taking them, which I wouldn't take them off either. For those of you who could do that out there, don't take them off. If they're insulting me, the more the merrier. You know, if they go after Turner or Reagan or my wife, maybe, but I'm a big boy. I can take it. So I've been called a lot of things in my day. At any rate, I'm getting off track. This person was watching a video. It was a different hoarder house, I think. It wasn't really a hoarder house, but it was kind of borderline. I think that's what I called it, the borderline hoarder house. And they're like, why are you wasting your time picking up those dirty old 8-tracks? And sometimes I ask myself the same thing, but sometimes you can find some really good ones. Plus, I have that antique booth, and we just sold 3 the other day. I saw it come across on Saturday. I got a report, and 3 8-tracks sold. $1 a piece, but still, they sold, and I picked the good ones out of that lot and sold 3 or 4 off for pretty decent money, which I got for next to nothing. And then we're recouping the rest of the money in the booth. Let me show you this one. So you tell me if I'm crazy. I like this kind of sale. I like it a lot, actually. This one is the Carpenters, right? A, because it reminds me of my mother. She had this exact 8-track. I remember it. And this one was in pretty darn good condition. I mean, look at that thing. That's in good shape. For an 8-track, that's in great shape. Like, I'm putting that thing out there for $12.95 and see how long it takes. And it did. It sold $12.95 plus shipping on that. So there's like a $10 profit on something as simple as that. How many people would sell these over here? Speaking of, this one sold. I gotta grab that. How many people would sell this? Well, guess what? This sold for $10.90 free shipping. This sold for $12.95 plus shipping. And I ended up paying more for this than I did for this. I'll take this sale all day long. And that sale went to Teresa. So thank you for the videos. I've learned so much from you and other resellers on YouTube that it's helped me as a beginning reseller. So Teresa, thank you so much. We hope you enjoy the game. All right, so this one was from a more recent video. This was from, I'm trying to remember the name of the video. I couldn't leave this garage sale, something like that. I'll put it up right here. If you haven't seen it, you can go over there and check it out on the other channel. I love this sale. And what I'm going through there, I didn't pay much for everything, like 25, 30 bucks, something like that. And there's a couple little things that I picked up along the way that are going to end up almost paying for everything that I bought. And one of them, I'll show you in just a second, is the item that this person was criticizing. They're like, actually there's two of them, but one hadn't sold yet. Like, why are you wasting your time on this stuff? Why don't you pick up X, Y, or Z? And I felt like saying, it's because I don't find X, Y, or Z. Come on out to rural Virginia and see if you can find X, Y, or Z. Because I can't find it, and I've been doing it for 20 years. All right, here it is. This is the item. And you know what, to be honest with you? I don't care where I'd live. I'd pick this kind of stuff up if I can find it. Well, here's one. Here's the other one that has not sold. It's Pizza Hut bag. Just an old Pizza Hut bag. And this one. And I mean, I'm into this after the deal for less than $1, but I think the original part was $1. So Canon EOS Rebel. This reminds me of like the Agassi era. Let me tell you, there's some good Agassi stuff out there and t-shirts that sell from that era. Tennis players. I mean, what about that great hairdo before he went bald, man? That guy was the man. Anyway, plus I love fanny packs. So this thing is padded. It's light. It's going to ship out for the 4-ounce rate. It was like 3.4 ounces or something like that. I can't even remember. Not that you care, but I'm obsessive, so here we go. Is this going to work? You better prove me right here. Well, that says 3, but it doesn't have that up on top, so there you go. So that's going to ship out right at 4 ounces. And I love this kind of sale. I will do this all day long. So here's the breakdown. Canon fanny pack. Sold for $15.20. I think I had the only one out there. I think. Cost was $1, even though it was actually slightly less. The fees on it, and I do 15% fees, even though it's less than that, because I want to cover, you know, people like, well, what about the shipping label, or what about the bag you put it in, or whatever. So 15 cents, $2.28 is the fees. Shipping cost is $3.06. That's the exact shipping cost for this item because I've already run it. And that brings the total profit to $8.86. And let me tell you how easy is this. I literally brought it in, threw it down, snapped a picture of it, a couple of them, 2, 3 pictures, whatever. Threw it in the bag. You know, threw it in the box back here in the tub. That's where I put my bags, right? This is the bag box. So easy, less than a minute, but I put down a minute over here. Then we have 3 to 4 minutes to list it, find a comp, steal the title, throw my pictures on, and I list really, really quick. I realize a lot of people can't. And then to ship it, are you kidding me? Literally, I print all my labels off together, so if you don't know that, that doesn't take very much time. But it's just a matter of matching up this, putting it in a bag, matching it up, and putting the label on it. So I put 1 to 2 minutes to ship, total of 6 to 7 minutes. If you take that, let's say it's 6 minutes, well, let's say it's 6.5, right? And we'll get it, and it's about an $80 an hour job. Now, that doesn't include sourcing it. I get that. But if you're anything like me, sourcing isn't work, and I would do it anyway. So yeah, when I calculate this stuff out, I don't count the cost of sourcing. But I've said before that I source 90% of the stuff I sell, I source at garage sales. So that's 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday morning, 30 weekends a year. That's my sourcing time for the entire year. And yeah, we'll go into Goodwill every once in a blue moon. My wife goes in there. But I don't count that time because, like I said, I would do it anyways. I really, really do enjoy it. But if I'm being honest right here, and I count all that stuff, and I put the gasoline costs and all that in there, it's not 80 bucks an hour. But so what? So if it's 60, I'm still buying that thing. That thing's awesome. I mean, look at that. If I'm dumb, look, he's dumb too. Look at all them hats. Of course, my guess is John's not listing every individual hat, but he's going to pick some good ones out of there. You watch. All right, so you let me know. Am I stupid? Am I crazy? Or am I brilliant? You better not say brilliant. Blue Ridge Mama's not going to like it. She's probably going to erase those comments. Those are too nice. You can't say those. I should ask her if she does that. She should try. And think about it this way. I get to make, let's say I make 60 bucks an hour selling that thing. I get to do it while I listen to, you know, Tom Petty back there and watch my kids play out with the chickens in the backyard. Pretty good deal. All right, y'all. Reagan got shut out again. Turner, you have made almost 3 times the money Sissy's made this month. What do you think of that? Cool. All those people complaining last month that you don't get to make any money. Reagan gets it all because of the CommonwealthPicker.com store sales. Those have been slow, but your sales have been crushing it. Speaking of crushing it, This is a nice sale because we got that basically for free. We got it out of the hoarder house. It was thrown in a big lot of stuff. Had a stain in it. You see the stain up here? And so Blue Ridge Mama listed it. She says without that stain, she might have put like 40 bucks on it. Believe it or not, because that's a vintage towel. I think it's pretty cool looking. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you like the old Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, better than the new versions? You like the old song?
I like the new version more.
You like the new version more?
Yeah.
You're disappointing millions of people out there. Because everybody who watches is old like me, not young like you. Yeah. I like your shirt, though. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
They like the shirt, too. So, at any rate. Hey, $19.95 plus shipping for that, Turner. That's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1.
You got it. Now, I got a little quiz for you here. Can you tell me all the Ninja Turtles and what they do?
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
This is an old song.
It's an old song.
Yeah, this is an old song.
Who's their teacher?
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter. Who's their... All right, you do the song. You tell us who they are.
Leonardo leads. Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo is a party dude.
Which one's which?
This is Leonardo, this is Raphael, this is Michelangelo, and this is Donatello.
Yeah. Do you know what the Renaissance is?
What?
Do you know what the Renaissance is?
No.
No. Do you know that they're all named after actual artists?
For real?
Yeah, painters and sculptors.
They are?
They are. And you're going to learn about them one day. I'm going to get to teach you about them. Because I'm a history teacher and I like that kind of stuff. You know who my favorite Renaissance artist was out of all of those? You don't know?
I don't know.
I liked Michelangelo the best. He was my favorite. Although Da Vinci was probably the most talented. But at any rate, which one is your favorite?
Raphael.
Raphael's your favorite?
Yep.
Do you like him because he's rude?
Not really. He's just...
You do. I can tell. You just don't want to say it.
No. It's because he's cool.
He's cool but rude.
Cool but rude.
You got it. You got it. All right, buddy. Thanks.
Bye.
3 bread and butter sales in here. This is Mary Kay. It's the last of this type of lipstick. So, I haven't dropped something in a while. Must be baseball season. Tanned, it says. And it was, I mean, we bought it in a huge lot of stuff at the 100 Mile Garage Sale. And that's coming up again here in just a little bit. So I'll give you an idea how long this one hung around. But it's the very last of this type. There's a few from that lot still in there. Sold for $11.50. So it's probably around a $6.50 profit on that one. And that was a Bonanza sale. Did not sell on eBay. Sold on Bonanza. So I'll take it. All right, here's one of my favorite buys last year. It's going to end up making us, well, I don't know, between $200 and $300, I think. But it's so simple, and people walk past this stuff all the time because it's multi-quantity. This is a Mary Kay jeweled lipstick case. I bought, I don't know, it was like almost 40 of them or something for $3 total. And there's a few other stuff, and I'm kind of disappointed I missed out on this. And my buddy got something that was awesome, and I'm like, I want to buy that off you for $100. Put the video here if you haven't seen it. And I'm like, this is actually going to be way better with a lot less work than those one-offs. So we're making like, it sold for $12.91, I think, $12.81. I think $12.81 on this. But there's 40 of them, or 39 or something. I can't quite remember. And we're making like $7 a piece profit on these. One listing. You just can't beat that kind of stuff. And sometimes, you know, we get excited about the wrong stuff. Although, let's face it, when you find a bunch of, you know, Masters of the Universe stuff, that stuff's cool. This isn't quite as cool. But it makes a little bit more money. All right, so I'd like to say this was a bad buy because it has a little bit of a stain down here. But it wasn't a bad buy because I got it for free. So it sold for $9 free shipping. So not great. It was a stadium giveaway, an SGA. It's got advertisers on the back, so it's not exactly an amazing t-shirt, but it was free. It sold for $9, free shipping. So I don't know, maybe $4 in profit or so, give or take a little bit either way. One more item that I looked past, but it's kind of an interesting item, and it's kind of a when in doubt puttered outer. Although I don't typically buy these to do this, on occasion I will find a lot of these. Well, they're Coleman lanterns. Before I talk about it, let me show it to you. So Coleman lanterns, I've used to sell a lot. I actually have a video. I'll put it up right here. And I think I put it in Froggy Flips. And this was sitting around. There's a couple pieces. So this is the top little nut that sits on top of the little roof. to the lantern. I don't know what they're technically called. And this is the fuel cap. I suppose I'm pretty safe at saying that's what it is. I can't remember the model right offhand. But I sold, I'm trying to remember what happened exactly. I think I sold the globe out of it because I figured I could get as much money for the globe as I could for the whole lantern on this particular model because it wasn't in great shape. And then I decided I was going to take a few more pieces off and part them out. This is one of them. Just go ahead and type in Coleman Lanterns. Coleman Lantern, vintage Coleman Lantern replacement pieces. Or replacement. And type that in and look and see what types of things will sell and what they're selling for. Because sometimes you come across a lot of lanterns and somebody will give you a price for all of them, but you got to take them all, even the junky ones. And the junky ones have value in them too. You just got to part out the different pieces that can make money. Not a whole bunch of them, but there's like 4 pieces, 5 pieces that can make you some money if you're willing to take the time. This is one, 13 bucks for this, believe it or not. Hey, look what showed up in the P.O. box. Another awesome gift. This one came from Dana. And she said she heard about, or heard me mention the 1976 wall. She saw this in a box of ephemera and said it had to come to me. Been reselling for years. Just started a YouTube channel, Dana Invests. And look at this. Best month of selling ever last month. 10K in sales. That is awesome. So this is cool. So she says feel free to, what did she say? She says feel free to use, toss, resell, whatever you see fit. So we will definitely check it out. We'll use it. We'll see 1776, 1976. Love that one. The Appeal to Heaven one is awesome. And it also has it in, yeah, there it is right there. I don't know the name of these flags. I remember learning about them at one point, but I can't remember them all. But there is, let's see. There's the Appeal to Heaven. There it is, Bunker Hill flag. That's what it was. So, anyway, the Gadsden flag. And awesome stuff. I'd love to learn a little bit more about them myself, so I will have to check that out. I appreciate it. And there is that wall. There's a couple behind me in the other wall. But there we go. Colorado, New Jersey, Michigan. Those are awesome. So there you go. And there's your channel. Thank you, Dana. I very much appreciate it. And we are going to let the homeschool hustlers check it out. And then I don't know what we'll do with it, but I appreciate it. Hey, one more thing while I'm over here. These boots. Just bought them this last weekend. Had a belt to go with them. Pretty cool. It's a Mexican brand, I believe. But I don't know what kind of skin this is, y'all. Any guesses out there? Any good guesses? Pretty cool. Hey, real quick, thank you to Dane. Dane from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Got some shipping table plans. We hope you enjoy them. We hope they work out as well for you as they have for us, making us a little bit more productive in here. And I got to get to work, y'all. So thank y'all for joining us as always, and we can't wait to see you next